A man suddenly realized he could become rich when he found a patch of wet sand in the desert. That could only mean one thing: there had to be water underground. Without wasting a second, he started digging like a madman. And sure enough, before long, natural water began bubbling up from beneath the ground. Overjoyed, he immediately scooped the water into his hands and drank it. Seeing the water continuously flowing out of the pit, a brilliant money-making idea formed in his mind. Hundreds of people passed through this desert area every day. If he built a well here, it would be money for nothing. The plan seemed completely feasible, so John got to work right away. In no time, he built a well and then lay back, waiting for customers. To his amazement, everything started happening exactly as he had imagined. Soon, a thirsty cowboy arrived. He quietly leaned in to drink from the well. When John said, "That'll be 10 cents. This is my water." Hearing that he had to pay for water, the cowboy flatly refused and swaggered away. What he didn't know was that this would enrage John beyond control. With a single shot, the cowboy dropped dead. Even at the sight of the body lying on the ground, John felt no fear. He picked up a shovel and began digging a hole nearby to bury the corpse and erase the evidence. Just then, he saw another man approaching from a distance. Panicking, John fired again, only to realize the man was a priest. The priest raised a white cloth in surrender, so John spared him. Unaware of the price of the water, the priest knelt down and began to drink. At that moment, John aimed his gun again. 10 cents for every sip, he said. Pay, or you'll end up in that hole. The priest advised him to abandon the path of evil, but John refused to listen. Seeing the gun ready to fire, the priest had no choice but to pay the 10 cents. Thus, John earned his first money in the desert. After drinking the water, the priest realized that this well was a gold mine. He thought about offering $10 to buy the entire well, otherwise he would go to the city and report John for running an illegal operation. Hearing this, John flew into a rage and fired several shots, but the priest managed to escape. Then, suddenly John remembered something important, and instead of chasing him, he actually thanked the priest. John immediately went to the city and bought the land. The Land Management Bureau considered that barren desert useless and sold him 2 square miles for just 50 cents. John had no idea that this decision would take him to incredible heights of success. With the land papers in hand, he went to a bank to apply for a loan. He needed capital for his business. The bank manager called his desert development plan insane. "This dry land will never make a profit," he said. Hearing this, John picked up a bucket full of water and dumped it straight into the manager's pants. "I found water in the desert," he said. Still, the manager threw him out. People had been searching that area for gold for years. If there were water, it would have been found long ago. Disheartened, John went to a loan shark. This time, the owner didn't kick him out, but demanded collateral for the loan. John had nothing of value. Broken-hearted, he turned to leave when the owner called out. "Wait, tell me something," the owner said. John replied, "I always thought you people stole from the rich. I didn't know people like you would even talk to someone as poor as me." The owner laughed. "We don't steal. We lend money, charge interest, take collateral, and seize it if necessary." "And what would you call that?" John asked. Impressed by his honesty, the owner lent him $1 with no collateral at all. John now had a significant sum in his hands. As soon as he stepped outside, his eyes lit up because standing right in front of him was an incredibly beautiful blonde woman.